Anti-Money Laundering Agency. This is something that is found in a 1,800-page report by BC Supreme Court Justice Austin Cullen. And his statements in there are quite shocking with what he has to say when it comes to the state of affairs for federal anti-money laundering agency that has failed to stop the flow of billions of dollars in criminal activity in the province of British Columbia. Now, this is quite shocking. So this is a 3-year-long public inquiry in British Columbia, and essentially this report comes at a time where it discusses what's happening in British Columbia when it comes to criminal activity. We're talking about billions of dollars that has flown into the to the country through British Columbia, and according to the judge's report, well, essentially it's going through casinos, real estate, luxury goods, and there is what he says is the absence of law enforcement to do their job when it comes to anti-money laundering. And in this report, well, he says that the provincial government needs to create its own intelligence and investigation police unit to tackle the large-scale money laundering that is currently happening in British Columbia. As he says that and this is the statement from the judge himself, from the Supreme Court Justice Austin Cullen. He says the RCMP's lack of attention to money laundering has allowed for the unchecked growth of money laundering since at least 2012. The primary cause of the poor law enforcement results in this province is a lack of resources. And he goes on to say that law enforcement bodies in British Columbia cannot rely on FinTrack to produce timely, useful intelligence about money laundering activity that they can put into action. And of course, FinTrack's the agency that's responsible in receiving and analyzing information about money laundering and threats and communicating that to law enforcement. And based on what we've seen in some of the stats that are revealed, in the fiscal year of 2019 and 2020, FinTrack received more than 31 million individual reports, but only, according to this report, passed 2,057 intelligence reports to law enforcement across Canada. And when it comes to British Columbia, only 355 reports to the law enforcement in British Columbia. So this is what Justice Cullen is talking about in terms of the state of affairs. When it comes to how the onset of money laundering, well, he identifies that since the BC Liberal government in British Columbia, essentially they oversaw the expansion of gambling in 2004 to create Las Vegas style casinos in the province, and essentially the RCMP had launched investigation to be able to investigate crimes related to gambling and money laundering. Well, what happened was that unit was disbanded by 2009, and since then BC has been gaining the reputation internationally as a location that is soft target for money laundering. We're going to do a Y Media special report on this issue and the state of affairs in Canada when it comes to money laundering, and more specifically in the province of British Columbia. But as the latest in terms of the report that was released.